Hey Team Pinnacle, it's Brian Carruthers, your Upline Diamond Executive Director, fresh home from our international convention in Oklahoma City. I've never been in my 14-year career to a convention with more announcements, more rock solid, grounded, rooted into the fundamentals excitement than I've actually seen coming out of this convention. Over the last 2 days, people's excitement is high, but their activity is high. And the reason why is because we just engaged on a one-time 90-day run. Let me explain to you what it is. I'm going to share with you exactly how to engage your personal 90-day run, because I believe that you can change your life in 90 days. See, I'm not a runner. I'm not a marathon runner. So if you ask me to go run a marathon, I probably won't start because I know I will never be able to finish 26 miles. I probably won't even want to run 5 miles. But if you ask me to run 90 feet, like from here to my mailbox, I can go do that. Anybody can do that. So what we're saying is we're not talking about going out on a 9-year crusade or a 9-month crusade. I'm talking about just running for 90 days. I'm talking about eliminating every possible distraction you possibly can from your life. Kind of shut down your TV, cancel some of those extracurricular activities that you normally engage in, and just focus on building your business for 90 days. 90 days of pain for a lifetime of gain, if you consider it painful, which, by the way, if you do it right, you're going to enjoy the process. So what we're going to do right now is share with you exactly how to engage a 90-day run. And by the way, real quick, the reason for the 90 days is because success is rooted in habit. And if you can engage in this successful activities and you do it consistently and consecutively for 90 days, those activities will become habit, and that's going to set you up for the long-term success that you're looking for. So all we're asking for is a focus on 90 days. Urgency, speed, and focus. So here's what we need to do. We need to prep for the 90 days. First and foremost, what we need to do is you need to go ahead and, number one, commit to doing it. Number two, you need to go to our team website, which is myteampinnacle.com, which is probably what you're watching this on right now. And you're going to see a scroller at the top, and it's going to have the 90-day action run. And so what you want to do on there is you want to go ahead and print off a copy of your 90-day tracking sheets. Okay? We're going to come back to this in just a brief moment, so we're going to come right back. You can also find that on LegalShield.com in your back office on scroller number 4 as well. What you also need to do is you need to be prepared. Okay? A couple things you want to do is you want to order the brand new business cards. Now you go to jfaonline.com and order these cards. A couple things you want to put on them. You want to put your hub site on the card. LegalShieldAssociate.com/your login name. You also want to put your Telebox number. Hopefully you have a Telebox account. If you don't, you want to set that up. www.lstelevox.com. It's going to be $9.95 a month. It's going to give you a toll-free number that you're going to be able to put on your business card. So that way when your prospect calls, it's got a caller ID capture. It's going to grab who called you, and it's going to tell you how long they actually listened to whatever your greeting message is. We are now putting a greeting message on that's going to have the full overview on there. So that way if you give somebody a sizzle call, you never know whether they actually listened to it or not, or how much of it they listened to. Now you're going to have the whole sizzle call on your Telebox account, so you'll know exactly what they listened to, for how long, and you can follow up immediately because you're going to get an instant notification of it. You also want to make sure you put your cell phone number on your business card as well. Okay, so you got your business cards. We also want to make sure that you actually order some of the tools. We have a brand new DVD that's going to be available any day, so you'll be able to actually call down to the home office and order the brand new DVDs. We also have our brand new Legal Shield Live More magazine. And it's chock full of all kinds of stories of people that are in the company that are having success in the business. And that way you can actually use a physical tool to be able to share with your prospects about how, the power of residual income, illness, retirement, residual income can keep your paychecks coming. So it's a great tool. So you want to get your magazines, put your stickers on it, your DVDs, put your stickers on it. So you have some physical tools, which is a little bit more for the high touch. You'll have your hub site and your BLS, your BuildLastingSuccess.com websites for your high tech. So you want to make sure you've got all your tools prepared. Okay? Now once you've actually got that, you want to actually pull out your calendar. You want to pull your calendar out, and you want to, it's kind of like if you have a bunch of rocks, and you've got to fit them all into a bucket or a box, for example. You want to put the big rocks in first, so you get them all situated, and then you can place in all the small rocks that you can fit in around the big rocks. Now the big rocks are what? Your weekly briefing, your Super Saturday, your team conference call. maybe the luncheon each week. What the regular occurring backbone events of your business that you never want to miss, put them in your calendar so you'll never have to worry. Somebody says, hey, what are you doing this weekend? You don't say, hey, well, let me, no, you go right in your calendar, you got it booked. You got your Super Saturday event this coming Saturday. So there is nothing else that's going to come in the way of your 90-day run and your commitment to those events. Then you can start putting in your sit-downs, your PBRs, your PCCs, your follow-up calls and so forth around those events. Our goal right now for 90 days is to squeeze out everything else out of our calendars and put in everything about Legal Shield. Now, this does not mean that you're going to neglect your family. You're not going to stop going to church on Sunday. But faith, family, and then finance. Okay, your faith, your family, and then your Legal Shield business. But those are the three things. Everything else does not need to be in your calendar for 90 days between now and July 15th. July 15th is our end zone, our finish line of this race. We want to go on a sprint for 90 days. So let's talk about the tracking sheet. Let me share with you exactly how this works, okay? So your tracking sheet, you've got basically the different activities that you're going to be engaging in. New exposures each day, follow-ups, three-way calls with your upline, long-distance packages, which is an exposure. You get 2 points because we want you to start getting outside of your backyard on your recruiting. Sit-downs, briefings and luncheons, PBRs, PCCs, training events, and attending your team conference call. Above them, you actually see the points. These are the points that you get for each of those activities. Now, what you want to do below here is put in your goals. So your goals on a daily basis, you want to have 2 to 5 exposures each day, 5 follow-ups each day, 1 to 3 three-ways each day, and 1 long-distance package a day. These right here, these first 4, are your daily disciplines. They're going to feed into these events. So these activities are going to feed into these events. So tools and events. So you might, obviously you might have a sit down, maybe once or twice a day or a week. You might have a weekly briefing and a weekly luncheon you're going to attend. You're going to try to bring as many guests out there as you can. You're going to try to do as many PBRs and PCCs for as many recruits that you bring on board that will allow you to do them. Of course, you want to get to any event that's happening, and you want to get on your team conference call. So, for example, today on what's today? Today's, let's say it's Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. So I just give you an example. Let's say at the end of the night, I have 6 new exposures. I did 4 follow-ups. I did 2 three-way calls. I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. I did 6 follow-ups. I have 6 exposures, so I get 1 point each. I did 4 follow-ups, so I get 1 point each. That's 4. I did 1 three-way call, which is 2 points, which is 2 points. I did 1 long-distance pack, which is 2 points, which is 2 points. Okay? And maybe today I did 1 sit-down. 1 sit-down is 2 points. I had no briefing today. I did no PBRs today, and I did 1 PCC, which is 3 points. I didn't attend any training class today. There's none available. And there's no team conference call today. So if you add it up, 6 is 10, 12, 14, 16, 19 total points. You're going to do that each day. At the end of the week, you're going to total up all your totals and figure out what your total is for the end of the week. So you can actually total up each column, and you can total up the entire total. See, what our goal is to have anywhere from 11 to 18 points a day and 20 from this side of the equation per week. So what I'm going to personally do is my goal is to do at the 2020 club. I want to have at least 20 points a day and another 20 points for the week. 20 points a day times 7 days is 140 points, plus an extra bonus 20 for the week from this side of the equation, looking at 160 points for the week. That's the goal, is to get the 2020 club. So let's just talk about why this is so important. If you can go on a 90-day run and you're tracking, see, a lot of success, again, is rooted in habit, but you also want to have accountability. You want to make sure that you're actually holding yourself accountable by tracking these numbers, and then holding yourself accountable to somebody on an external basis, a workout partner, an upline mentor. Maybe you create a team of people. Maybe 5 of you are having a contest each week to see who can get the most points on a daily, weekly, or even a monthly basis. You can have incentives or contests or just gentlemen's bets, whatever you want to do. But the key right now is to hold yourself accountable to the daily disciplines that's going to lead into the other activity that's going to get you the results. Then, of course, you track on here your sales and your recruits. So here's the deal, you guys. I want to encourage everybody listening to this right now, okay? Go back to our Sunday replay of our conference call we did from Sunday in Oklahoma City, okay? The number is 712-432-7654. Then the PIN number 68851#. and the code for the Sunday after Oklahoma City, which was 0414 #, which was April 14th. Now that's our replay line. For every Sunday and every Wednesday night call, you can always go to that replay line, 712-432-7654, and then the passcode, which is 68851 #, and then the date code, which is 0414 for that line. Make sure everybody on your team, especially all the dormant or inactive associates that were not in Oklahoma City, they have no idea all the new announcements is going on, the new compensation plan, they don't know about the new tools, the new hub site, they don't know any of the stuff. Make sure they hear what's going on, because I promise you they are going to get fired up and they're going to get in the game, and now your business is going to see some serious momentum. 90 days to change your life. I believe it's happened for me. My first 90 days, I did more in 90 days than many people do in an entire year when I first got started 14 years ago. And that's why I've made millions and millions of dollars. The momentum that I built up then, I've been able to ride for my entire career. The momentum that you're about to build up is going to take you for the rest of your career. So let's go out there and change your life, change the lives of all kinds of other people on your team and people that are not even on your team yet between now and July 15th, 2013. And we'll see everybody in Team Pinnacle in Orlando, Florida for our Team Division and Team Pinnacle joint summer event, which is June 19th in Orlando, Florida. Make sure that you get registered for that event right away. See everybody over the top, and again, go after today. Don't let today go without filling a lot of points on your sheet.